Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Huda binti Muhammad Asman and I will explain my part, which is refrigerant used in the refrigeration and air conditioning system. So what is refrigerant? Refrigerant is the working fluid that absorbs heat in the evaporator and releases heat in the condenser. It circulates continuously within the system to enable the cooling process. So in the evaporator, the refrigerant enters at low pressure and low temperature. It absorbs heat from the surrounding air and evaporates into gas. This process causes the cooling effect. So the refrigerant is then compressed by the compressor, increasing its pressure and temperature before flowing to the condenser, where the heat is released to the surroundings. Therefore, the condition of the refrigerant directly affects the cooling performance and efficiency of the system.
Now I will explain about the evaporator. The evaporator is the component where the cooling effect occurs in a refrigeration system. Its main function is to absorb heat from the space that needs to be cooled, such as air inside a room or a refrigerated compartment. Low pressure and low temperature liquid refrigerant enters the evaporator. As the refrigerant flows through the evaporator, it absorbs heat from the surrounding area. Due to this heat absorption, the refrigerant evaporates, changing its phase from liquid into vapor. This phase change is important because it allows a large amount of heat to be absorbed to produce an effective cooling effect. At the outlet of the evaporator, the refrigerant leaves as a low pressure vapor and is then sent to the compressor to continue the refrigeration cycle. I will explain about the expansion valve. The expansion valve controls the flow rate of refrigerant entering the evaporator. It also plays an important role in reducing the pressure and temperature of the refrigerant. High pressure liquid refrigerant from the condenser passes through the expansion valve. When the refrigerant flows through this valve, a sudden pressure drop occurs. As a result, the refrigerant temperature decreases and it becomes a low pressure liquid vapor mixture. This condition is necessary so that the refrigerant can absorb heat efficiently in the evaporator. In addition, the expansion valve helps to prevent excess refrigerant from entering the evaporator, ensuring stable and efficient system operation.
This slide shows the condenser, which is an important component in air conditioner system. The main function of the condenser is to remove heat from the refrigerant. After the refrigerant leaves the compressor, it is in a high pressure and high temperature gas state. Inside the condenser, this heat is released to the outside air, usually with the help of air or water cooling. As the heat is removed, the refrigerant changes phase from the gas into liquid. This process is important because it allows the system to continue operating efficiently and ensure effective cooling performance. Next, I will explain about maintenance. Maintenance is very important to ensure the system operates efficiently, safely, and reliably over a long period of time. There are three main types of maintenance used in refrigeration and air conditioning system. The first one is preventive maintenance. Preventive maintenance is carried out regularly to prevent system failure before it occurs. Examples include cleaning the condenser and evaporator, checking refrigerant pressure, inspecting electrical components, and replacing air filters. So the second type is breakdown maintenance. This maintenance is performed after a failure occurs in the system. It includes repairing refrigerant leaks, replacing faulty compressors or valve, and fixing electrical or control system failures. And the third type is corrective maintenance. So corrective maintenance focus on correcting abnormal operating conditions by using monitoring data such as pressure, temperature, and vibration. So this helps in early detection of potential problems and prevents serious system failure. So overall, proper maintenance help to improve system performance, reduce energy consumption, and extend equipment lifespan. Regular maintenance of a refrigeration and air conditioning system is essential to keep it running efficiently, safely, and reliably. This starts with the compressor, while checking the oil level and quality, inspecting for unusual noise or vibration, and ensuring proper suction and discharge pressure helps prevent serious mechanical failure. From there, condenser maintenance ensures efficient heat removal by cleaning the fins, maintaining adequate airflow or water flow, and checking the operation of the fan or pump. At the same time, the refrigerant system must be monitored by checking pressure and temperature, inspecting for leaks, and maintaining the correct refrigerant charge to support optimal cooling. Finally, evaporator maintenance, including cleaning coils, checking for ice or blockage, and ensuring proper circulation, guarantees effective heat absorption, completing the comprehensive care needed for reliable system operation.
The application of refrigerator have three, which is food and beverage industry,
industrial and manufacturing, and medical and pharmaceutical. For food and beverage industry, it used for preservation for food with temperature 3 to 5 degrees Celsius. It removed heat generated during fermentation for breweries and dairies. In retail, supermarket display cases and walk-in coolers allow for the mass distribution for perishable goods. In industrial and manufacturing, it used to control the exothermal reaction in chemical and petrochemical to prevent explosion and chemical remain stable. In logistics, the refrigerated transport allow transportation in the global of fresh fruit and fresh seafood. In medical and pharmaceutical, the vaccine storage is require a strict temperature control between 2 degrees Celsius and 8 degrees Celsius. The blood and human organs must be kept at specific low temperatures to remain viable for life-saving. And it uses liquid nitrogen at temperature as low as negative 196 degrees Celsius for the long-term storage for stem cells, embryo, and other genetic material.